Yo, 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 welcome to another episode of I'm Supposed to Be Here. I'm your host, Donovan DC Carter, man. We got another special guest in the building. My boy Cash. Wait, hold on, Coach.
Nah, you go Cash.
Coach Cashes or?
Coach Cash.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Coach Cash, man. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me,
man. Chilling, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming on, man. Long overdue, man. So look, me and Cash, man, he works out of my gym here at Trainer. We gonna get into it. It's full circle.
Full circle athletics.
Full circle athletics, yes, man.
Sir.
So how long you been training everything?
Man, it's been almost
training people. Excuse me. How long you been training people?
Man, I want to say almost going on 3 years.
3 years.
It's been 3 years since I graduated and stepped into the field.
That's what's up, bro. What made you pick that field?
Man, kind of. To be honest, it kind of just helped them to my lap. To be honest.
Okay.
Ended up.
It found you.
It found me, basically.
I got you. It
found me. So ended up going to Humboldt State, and then from there, started doing like all the senior protocols that you got to do, so internships and things like that. So came home after our season, and then from there I ended up getting an internship at Velocity Sports Performance. My end goal was to be work in college as a coach. I wanted to be a head coach at some point.
Got you.
Kind of had this thing in this idea in my head that I wanted to be like the first black head coach. As far as winning multiple national championships, that was kind of always the goal. But
it's still there, or?
I mean, it kind of switched, but more so like on the high school level. I'm pretty sure we'll get there.
Yeah.
But that was kind of like the goal. But then I had to do this internship, which in my field, I was a kinesiology major.
Okay.
So from there, you had to do, a semester of something in your field. So I ended up getting an internship at Velocity Sports Performance, which was where the facilities at now.
Yeah.
And then from there, bro, to be honest, like it's kind of crazy. Everything kind of went full circle, bro. So I ended up doing an internship there, and literally within like 4 weeks, they ended up hiring me.
Wow.
Because one of their coaches ended up leaving.
That's a blessing.
That was definitely a blessing. So from there, it kind of just put everything in perspective. I can do performance training and still coach football. That's kind of like the end goal, which led to me just pushing through, honestly.
Got you. That's crazy. When I first got done playing, I trained at Velocity. Not the one you at, but it was another one in Brentwood.
Oh, I used to go to that one too.
It was on like Wilshire.
Yep, I used to go to that one too. Every time a few times I was in high school, I used to train there.
I used to train with this one dude. I forgot his name. He used to train a lot of SC dudes.
That's the one I went to SC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to SC. Yeah. So he was actually the strength and conditioning coach at Loyola High School.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember his name though, but he played right under.
I can't either.
He was a backup for Reggie Bush.
Okay. Yeah.
Backup for Reggie Bush. I can't remember his name. It probably clicked to me there.
Yeah, y'all went there, man. It was cool. I mean, at the time, which I think when I was coming up, when I was in college, everybody was training. They was going away to train. Like the big thing was like, go to Florida, Arizona,
exactly,
or something like that. But I think when I was getting done, we had a pretty good strength and conditioning coach at the time. So people was actually training at UCLA. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't like a thing. I didn't know that was a thing to do, to train at your school.
Right.
So I'm like, I need to go somewhere else and train because I'm gonna get better work. But I really probably should have stayed at my school because it's cheaper for one, because you gotta pay for all this shit. Because I didn't go to the league. I mean, I tried out. I didn't go to the league. And my agent, he hit me. He's like, bro, like that shit costs money. I need my money back. And I'm like, what? So I'm thinking like this is an investment.
Yeah, exactly.
So
they don't tell you that.
They don't tell you that. But then some of my boys, they was like, nah, I ain't paid. Like that didn't go. They was like, because it was like 10, like 5-10K worth of training and everything and facilities. So I think I fell for the bait because he knew at the time I was training. I wasn't even on like acting or the baller and none of that stuff. I was really just trying to go to the league, pursue that. And then once that didn't work out, then I got Ballers. I think he hit me. He's like, oh yeah,
I need that.
He getting some money now, so he like, I need to like lend me my money. Yeah. So I'm like, I didn't want no lawsuit. I didn't want to get in no trouble.
I hear you.
So I was like, bro, here, I like, here's your bread. And then funny after that, he was like, yeah, our agency, we manage Coolio, like, and I'm like, bro, Coolio, like, hell no, I ain't trying. Yeah, I ain't about to represent me because of Coolio. So I was like, I just want to cut all ties.
I feel you.
And just keep it going, man. But that's what's up, bro. I always say, man, health is wealth. Like I'm getting into more, just taking care of my body, being mindful, and just training, man, and shit, I see you up there every day. I'm like, I gotta get in, man.
Getting it in, no cap.
Y'all be getting in over there.
You be getting it in.
So you doing your own, like you using the facilities and training your own people now?
Right.
Okay. That's
so biggest thing is just always relationships is always important to me. So
key.
Everything I always try to do, I just like try to leave a happy trail. So obviously when COVID happened, I ended up getting furloughed. Yeah. And then kind of from there, that's honestly how Full Circle started too, to be honest. I ended up getting furloughed. Obviously, I wasn't mad about the situation. It was just the pandemic. It happened. Yeah. Everybody was getting furloughed. So.
Man, so I damn near got furloughed too.
Man. So
I didn't even know it. I didn't know what furlough was until COVID.
I'm like, but the crazy thing was I didn't hesitate. The kind of thing is all the kids that's with Full Circle now, we just kind of had a conversation like, right. Well, what y'all want to do? Right. And then from there, I kind of had this brainstorm. A lot of parents still wanted the kids to train, obviously, because they didn't want them to be inside the house. So from there, bro, we built the gym in my garage. I lived in an apartment complex. Yeah. In El Segundo. And then from there, to be honest, like I just borrowed some weights from the facility. Yeah. And we bought whatever we needed, and bro, we made it happen. So we will lift 3 days out of the week, and then 2 days out of the week we'll do speed or we'll flip and flop it. So we made it happen, to be honest. So from there, I was just like, I don't want to work for nobody else, man. And that's how it happened.
I think that's been a blessing, like with COVID, and as we transitioning like to whatever it is once COVID is over. But I think a lot of people just been taking the initiative and just going for it, man. Bro. And what made you want to do that? Because a lot of people they get scared. They just want to want to keep doing what they doing instead of taking that risk. Like what? Yeah. What made you just say fuck it, I'm gonna just do this?
Man, to be honest, I think it's a whole spectrum of things. To be honest, I always want to work for myself. So I always used to say I don't want to work for nobody but myself. Right. The biggest thing in my life is I always want to create generational wealth. Man. Or I want to create generational wealth, and I'm on that path now. Amen. I think the biggest thing that allowed me was really just stepping out on faith, bro. Man. Really, it's a difference when you say it. Yeah. And then it's just a big difference when you really do it. Got you. So I think obviously I looked at what I had in front of me, and I was just in this perspective. I was kind of reading a lot too over COVID, so reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, great book. Grant Cardone, 10-Time Rule.
Man, I just started reading that.
Oh, he got some fire in there, bro.
I'm doing the audio book. I'm on chapter 13, I think. It's good though, man. What did you get from that book?
From the 10-Time Rule? Yeah. The biggest thing is just he has. How he says success is your obligation. Yeah. And he always says too okay, we all have different types of success. If it's a high school kid, his success may be starting his first varsity game. Right. Or that parent's success is getting their kid through college. Right. I think the biggest success for me was creating a positive atmosphere through peace, love, and joy. That's kind of my mission statement. Gotcha. So I was just well, what's the best way that I can do that on my own? And that's just kind of pushing through, and I want to be able to create that environment because I can only do so much if I'm working for somebody else. Got you. So a certain situation that happened, I ended up transitioning to another facility because Mamba wasn't open at the time. A sports academy wasn't open at the time. Right. So I ended up working at this other facility. Obviously they were paying me more, so obviously I was trying to chase the bag. Wrong mistake. Man. Wrong mistake. Man. I definitely got it. I think, man, chasing money, bro, it's not necessarily I was chasing the money, but I just feel my value and what I was worth as a coach and what I brought to the table, my payment should match that. Right. But it's crazy because in Rich Dad Poor Dad, he talks about just because you make more money doesn't mean you're going to be successful or happy. Facts. So that kind of
more money, more problems.
Exactly, bro. So I put in more of a perspective there. Gotcha. But like I said, I just want to be able to create a positive environment because obviously I don't just train African Americans, which is the cool thing. I get to train a whole bunch of kids that live in Manhattan Beach, Hermosa, El Segundo, but also I get to train kids that's where I'm from Inglewood, in the inner city, coaching at Lawndale High School. So the biggest thing about Full Circle and the coolest thing is that everybody, I get to have that conversation because the kids that's from the fortunate areas, they get to see my story. Because at the end of the day, it's just when I walk out that facility, my life is at jeopardy. And I actually had the opportunity to have that conversation with a few of the kids that's not from where I'm from.
You mean when you go over to the neighborhood being like a black man going to a white neighborhood?
A white neighborhood, or just even in my own neighborhood. Gotcha. It's just the moment that I step out of this facility, like I'm looking over my shoulder. Obviously, I don't know what's gonna happen. We all know about what's going on in the black communities. You know, our people getting killed. So I think it's, you know, I have the ability to use my platform as a coach to like minister and reach kids. So that's the biggest thing that, you know, I try to focus on, whether it's kids from where I'm from, because I made it out, right? But also too, like the white kids that I train, or the whatever other kids that I train, right? They get to see, they see another black kid, they see me. Yeah. So that's what I want. That's the conversation that I'm trying to create. That's true. So now they don't see them different. Like, you may be fortunate enough, but is there really a difference? Because God sees the same. Right. You feel me? So Amen. I think that's the coolest thing about coaching, and the coolest thing that I try to bridge in full circle, because now, like, we all one community and not necessarily a race, like a different race.
Got you. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, I mean, I do, you know, I mentor this kid right now. And haven't been into the coaching too much, but I just like, you know, just impacting kids, man. My boy Josh here helped me film. Like, we used to work with kids too in this camp. And you know, I feel like you want to save them all, which I learned, but you might, you know, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, you want to, but you, like you said, you can't. Yeah. And that's hard to say, but as long as you impact one or two, and then hopefully them two impact somebody else. Exactly. It's a chain, you know.
Create a chain.
Yeah, create a chain. And you know, that's what it's all about, man. So, man, I commend you, man, because kids, they're bad, man. I don't even know how you do it. Bro. Especially high school kids, because when I was in high school, you couldn't tell me nothing. Like, man. Well, I'd be like, Coach Cash, man, get out of here, man. Because like, our coach, I went to school in the Valley, so, you know, it's a little bit hotter. Yeah. So, like, Coach will always tell us, if you practice hard, you ain't got a condition after practice. So, you know, that means I'm going crazy. We going hard, we going crazy. We got this one coach, he like, get on the line. We like, nah, man, we practice like we're good. Man. And he cussed us out so crazy, but like, you know, we needed that though, because after that, we played our first game, lost. Because we wasn't conditioned. Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, you know, but you need people like that, and then it's just coaches that always, they still impact me to this day. Exactly. Because I mean, I got my father, which taught me a lot of things, you know, taught me a lot of principles. But my coaches was like father figures in me too.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Especially in college.
You're basically a second parent.
Yeah, especially in college, you see your coaches more than you see your actual parents. Exactly. And a lot of things they taught me today, I still like live, you know, it's like kind of like a creed. I still live by it and go for it, man. But yeah, that's what's up, man. How is coaching? How's your team doing this year, high school?
Oh man, so I coach.
How's high school football in general? Hold on, right now, because with COVID, y'all doing the spring league, right? Yeah. Okay. Do y'all have to wear masks and all that stuff?
Man, bro, it's the worst thing ever. But
the kids got to wear masks too?
Yeah, during practice. Oh, not necessarily during the games. Okay. When you're on the sideline, all the coaches obviously have to wear masks. Yeah. And I guess you consider like the helmet is considered a mask, but they still wear a cover up.
Got you.
But yeah, man, it was crazy. The cool thing is that we did have a season, which was allow kids to have sanity. Yeah. Because, you know, a lot of kids need football, bro. Man, like, I went to college. Exactly, bro. Man. I went to college I wouldn't say that, but I don't think I would have thought to go to college if I wasn't playing a sport.
I say that I wouldn't have went to college. It wasn't for, because I hated school, bro. I hated it, like, and if it wasn't for college, especially like UCLA, I wouldn't have got in. Right. Like, no chance. Yeah, like, you have like a 4 point something. Yeah. And I had like a 2.9, I think, almost 3.0. Yeah. But yeah, like football, like I wouldn't have got in at the end of the day.
No, that's true. And I mean, that's, like I said, that's a lot of kids in our in our situation where we're from. But yeah, to piggyback on what you said just about the season, shout out to Lawndale High School, the Dale, they're my guys.
Man, the Dale.
We went 3-0. Okay. We supposed to have 5 games, but the first team didn't want to play us.
Scary.
Yeah, you know what it is. And the last team didn't want to play us. So, you know, but it was a cool experience. This is actually my first time actually coaching high school football.
Got you.
That's something I've been wanting to do ever since, you know, I got out of college. But obviously just when you're growing up in the field, you kind of got to grind first, and then you can set your own schedule up.
There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, bro. So it was a cool experience just because, for one, you get to, the biggest thing is you get to, like, outreach. It's outreach. You know, you get to reach other kids, and they get to see. You know, you get to mold and teach. You know, Coach Clark, Travis Clark is the head coach, and he's a great guy that I definitely want to learn under.
Gotcha.
He was a coach at Santa Monica High School.
Okay.
And now at Lawndale, so he definitely got a good track record.
Yeah.
You know, of winning. So that's definitely somebody I see myself. You know, following. You know, as I go off to my high school career path, wherever that leads me to. But I think the biggest challenge is, bro, like, you gotta know that they not college kids.
Right.
That's the hardest thing because I have such an expectation. Yeah. And it's just like, okay, I gotta remember
competition, man.
Man, yeah. So I think the biggest thing is, like, obviously at the college level, you're there for a reason.
Right.
At the high school level, that's still the time to develop.
Right.
But also too, like you say, like, bro, it's time consuming, bro. Like,
it is, man.
Breaking down film.
It's a lot.
I was helping with special teams, so I had to not just watch like my receivers, but watch the other team's defense, but also what they're doing special temes.
Right.
So
you gotta really love it, you know.
You gotta really love it.
You gotta love the game, cause that's what happened with me. Like when I was transitioning, tried out for the league, didn't work out. And then I'm trying to figure out, like, what am I gonna do? Which route am I gonna go? So of course, you know, coaching is always there,
right?
Because you see people in the program that come back in GA,
exactly.
So you can go back get your, you know, GA. You can go get your masters and still coach at the same time,
which is hard.
That's and it's only so many GA positions as well.
Exactly.
They ain't just got just a whole bunch. You got to be, you know, selected for that. So I was talking to my position coach after my senior year, trying, you know, just seeing what's going on. I was like, Coach, I'm thinking about, you know, coaching, but he kind of knew me and my personality, and he was like, man, I don't know if that's for you.
Yeah.
So he was gonna have me help out with some camp or something. And I didn't even do that because I knew what he was saying, and I would see some of the people that would come and do it, and then they wouldn't finish, and they were just like, man, it's too much because it's just so time consuming. Like, you don't get paid nothing. You got to be the first one there, last one to leave. And then I also would see how the coaches would talk to the GAs. I don't know at Humboldt, but at UCLA, man, they would talk to some of the GAs crazy. Yeah. Like, you know, just cussing them out. You got to go get their food.
Yeah, they
and just talking to them like they was like just talking to them like they was like a female a little bit. No offense to the females out here, man. But I'm just like, man, like I can't do that. I'll go crazy. Like, you ain't gonna talk to me like that, coach. Yeah. Like,
I think that culture is changing though.
Yeah.
Because I think when people see an intern, they do see him as, like, you know, the B word.
Yeah.
But it's not, and that's the thing too though. Like, you know, when I do get in that situation where people want to come learn under me,
right?
Like, the biggest thing is you got to make those dudes value. Like, you got to make them valuable because they giving a hard-earned time. Yeah. And I think too though, it's just like, you know, it's just like the train that used to be the culture where the interns get treated some type of way. So I think it's changing a little bit, right? Just depending on like the level of the school, or the business.
Because you can get sued and stuff too now. Exactly. Like, people are so sensitive. Like,
they are sensitive.
You can't be talking to people like
you can't.
Just crazy now. You maybe in the past, maybe them old school programs, man. But yeah, I couldn't do it, man. So I commend you.
I feel you.
Yeah, coaching is a lot, bro. Like breaking down film.
People have no idea.
Then I mean, my boy, he coaches junior college.
Oh yeah, that's even.
It's a little bit different too, cause like you gotta run after kids, get them to commit, get them to come to practice. Cause a lot of times, you know, coach, oh, you wanted me to come here, you was after me. And then, you know, then they think it's still the recruitment phase. Like, nah, you here now.
Exactly.
You supposed to be here, so either you want to get better or you don't. But then you see that I'm the only person here. Like, I'm the starting whatever.
Exactly.
This other dude weak, so I can do whatever I want to do. Man. So it's, you know, it's one of them things that's entitled. Speaking of recruitment, how is recruiting? Do you see any difference with recruiting now? With being in high school when you was getting recruited, or especially with COVID now, because my friend, we was talking the other day, and you know they got the transfer portal now in college, so now you got people that they can just transfer. They don't have to sit out a year. They can go from this school to that school, and I feel like I don't know if that's affecting high school kids, because it's like, shoot, why get a high school kid when I can get a kid that's already in a program, already proven that he can compete at this level, and some people just need a fresh start. Right. So
I mean, I think with the transfer portal, I mean, I kind of respect like the dudes who've done it as far as like Joe Burrow. I'm an LSU fan, so
got you.
Joe Burrow,
man,
he got us that natty.
UCLA play LSU this year too.
Yeah.
At the Rose Bowl, man.
Oh yeah, that's
we gotta go to that game.
We might have
some money on it too.
We might have to. But as far as the transfer portal, I think it just depends on the situation that you in, which is crazy because like I thought about transferring from Humboldt, like literally my senior year.
Me too.
And that kind of like molded me. I'm glad I didn't because it kind of molded me to the type of man that I am today. But,
yeah.
I mean, my college career was kind of crazy, bro. Like I started over so many times. I don't really tell this story, but I started over so many times.
Yeah, man, we got to hear it because I know I think I know what you're going through because
yeah.
It was just so much politics, man. That people need to hear about the politics of college sports because I had a different coordinator and position coach every year,
right.
man. So.
Man, my college career was crazy. I mean, obviously, I went to Westchester High School. I really didn't get recruited out of high school.
Got you. Comments.
Yeah.
My daddy went to Westchester.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, when he went, like...
What years?
He's born in 63. My bad, Pops, I mean put your age up there. He born in 63. So, this is back when, like... You know, they had, like CSUN had a team.
Yeah,
like all these schools had more programs, but his coach just didn't care.
Yeah.
And nobody on his team got a scholarship.
Yeah.
Like not one person. So my dad, he could have went to JUCO route
right.
and that, but he just went to the military. But it's just I don't know, man. Westchester football. I mean, besides like Ken Norton Jr.
Man. And I mean, it's more like a basketball school.
It's definitely basketball.
I only went there because my moms went there. My whole family went there. My godmom, all them. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know I was good in football till 8th grade.
Got you. Dang, yeah, that's how my dad went. My auntie went because we're this house right where we at right now. This is where my dad grew up. So it's homeschool Crenshaw or Inglewood. So my grandpa was like, hell no.
He ain't going there.
So he went to Westchester, but they just wasn't a football school at that time. You know, over time it went on. Y'all need a new field though. Y'all feel this. Y'all in St. Bernard's field?
Bro, St. Bernard's might be in a new field because they got the old Narbonne coaches. So I'm pretty sure they got a big old video board.
The Narbonne coaches here?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a cheat. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah.
They buy kids. I'll say they buy kids, but hey, that's what high school football come down to though. Honestly,
yeah.
When you look at it, I mean, it's sad, but you know that's why you need good coaches out there because you know you don't need to buy kids to develop them and teach them.
I think too, like kids, like you don't have to go straight to private schools no more. Cause I went to Chaminade first, and you know I think sometimes you think like, oh, go there is a better opportunity.
Right.
But you know some of these public schools, man, you could go there, you can make it out too. If you're a baller, you're a baller. Exactly. It don't matter where you go.
Especially in the day and age now, bro. Social media is power.
It's power.
Like all these kids, like kids can literally talk to coaches off Twitter.
Man.
So to piggyback on what you said, I feel like, and it's nothing against the St. John Bosco's in the modern days. Like I definitely think it's a great program. You know, if I had kids right now, well, my kids gonna be cold, so they can play there. But if I had kids right now, that definitely would be an option. Just depending on wherever I'm coaching at. Yeah. Because I definitely think it'd be dope to coach my kids. However,
that would be cool, man.
Yeah. But I also think too, though, there's a lot of kids that live in the inner cities that's going to these schools where if they just stay where they were. Or find. There's good coaches in the inner city, like Rondo, for example. Like Coach Clark built that program. Yeah. Like this dude won the state championship in 4 years.
Wow.
In 4 years, and he built a winning program. So I think there are good inner city coaches. You just gotta find them, man. Rondo. You
gotta invest. You gotta invest in the program too.
Exactly. So there are good. Like I said, there are good inner city programs that that produce kids. So those because only 22 kids can play. I'll probably say maybe 30, 35 will play just obviously off the twos. Yeah. But it's like, why go to St. John Bosco and sit for 2 or 3 years? We can go to, a good public school.
You need film, man.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about. Getting that film. That's key.
If you're a 4-year varsity player, that's going to look more marketable. It's all about your resume. And that's what a lot of kids, when I'm trying to recruit or trying to get them to see like the program at Lawndale, is that, if you can play here now, why waste your time?
Got you.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's real, man. So I went to Westchester, got recruited, went to Humboldt.
Nah, so from Westchester, so Westchester, I ended up getting this opportunity to walk on the University of Arizona.
Oh, bear down.
Yeah, bear down. So no cap, Arizona's like the best time of my life. I'm not even on cap.
Tucson or just all Arizona?
Nah, Tucson, the Dirty T.
I heard Tucson.
Bro,
it's crazy.
It's crazy, bro. But it was a cool experience. So from there, ended up walking on at U of A.
Yep.
Was on the team for a little bit and ended up getting cut. That's because I was.
After your freshman year?
I did spring ball. Yeah, I did spring ball there and doing a great job. Yeah. You know, doing what I had to do.
Yeah.
And then, you know, obviously when they see a walk-on like doing better than the kids that they recruit, you know how that go, politics.
Yeah, it's tough.
So I ended up getting cut, and then from there, that was like a defining moment. Okay, like, well, what do I do? Because I did not want to come back home, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
I'm playing football at U of A, and people like, if I come back home, it's just
what happened?
Bro, like I said, I don't know
what. I'm saying that's what people.
Exactly. Yeah, they like damn, what happened? You feel me? Yeah. So from there, I ended up going to the junior college. Okay. So Pima College, which is down the street from University of Arizona. So
so you stayed at AZ?
I stayed in AZ. So literally, bro, like when I transferred, all my credits basically didn't transfer.
What?
Yeah, bro. So literally went to junior college that semester. Had to go, like 4 units for a whole year.
Yeah.
Until the next football season. So I spent 3 years at a JUCO. But in that time, it was just like, I think I'm the type of person I am today just because of I was able to persevere through my college career. Because I feel like I could have quit at any moment and I didn't.
Facts, yeah.
And it's so crazy because like how Nip said, like he's been through every emotion.
Yeah.
Bro, through my college career, I literally been through every emotion.
Man.
And like through the highs and the lows. And I think just like he said, like I just didn't quit. Like I was the first person in my family to go to college, so I couldn't quit on that situation.
Right.
But also, too, my dream was to play college football. I didn't necessarily care about the league. If I had the opportunity, then like, cool. My biggest thing was like, I already know what I wanted to do anyway in life. So, went to Westchester High School, went to U of A for a year, and then went to junior college. So I was at the junior college for 3 years, but I ended up being a 2-year starter.
Okay.
At the junior college, like I said, 2 years started there, and then from there, still didn't get recruited. So I didn't get recruited twice.
Sheesh.
So now I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, I know I'm good enough.
Yeah.
But then like, you know, mom's in your ear like, oh, maybe you need to just give up football, etc. And I'm like, nah, forget that. Right. I'm not giving up football.
Came too far.
So literally from there, didn't get recruited. So I was just like, okay, what I'm gonna do? So I just make sure my clock was solid. So I ended up coming home back to LA after my junior college year and sat out a semester. So I sat out a semester, ended up working, and then still ended up taking classes just to, you know, stay proactive and things like that. And then from there, I ended up getting a call from Humboldt State. So ended up going to Humboldt State. I didn't even take a visit. I was just like, you know what? Like I don't even care.
I'm just trying
to go and finish up my college career.
How many years did you have left?
I had 2.
2?
Yeah, I had 2. So ended up going to Humboldt State. We ended up winning the conference championship that year. I barely played, and then, you know, like my senior year, like I'm going home, I'm training, like I just want to have the greatest senior year ever, like, you know.
Got you. So
boom, like spring ball killing, and then summer ball ended up killing, and then fall camp ended up killing.
Okay, so you was at Humboldt. You said you had 2 years, right?
Yeah, I had 2 years at Humboldt. Like I said, we ended up winning the conference championship the first year.
Okay.
Played a little role in it a little bit. But like I said, senior year, I was like, you know, I gotta have the best year that I can have, and obviously it starts with all season, so grinding. So I grinded as much as I could, you know, to my abilities, and ended up having everything that a head coach wanted from you. You feel me? Like, come back faster, come back stronger.
Right.
You know, IQ was already there. Obviously, I was already a year into the program, but my receiver coach ended up leaving at the last minute. At the last minute, like literally right before.
Where did he go?
So he ended up getting a job back at his hometown as athletic director.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so I guess it was just time for him to secure that bag, which I respect. I wish he kind of stayed, but he did it.
Right.
So ended up right before camp, literally, like we get a text. He couldn't even call us, bro. He gave us a text like, "What's up, fellas? Like I'm not returning. I hope you guys have a great season." Like I remember that play.
Did he like promise you like you was gonna start or something, or
nah, he didn't play a lot? He never promised me.
Okay.
Because I think the work proved itself. Like
got you.
I was arguably one of the best guys that had the best camps, summer, spring ball, etc. Like the proof was in the pudding. So so he gave us a text, and I'm just like, wow, like I already had the gut feeling that this wasn't gonna pan out how I wanted it to.
Before you got to Humble, or just that year going
into my senior year, literally the day before I'm about to leave. So I'm just like, damn. So I talked to my moms, and I'm just like, I don't have a good feeling about this. And my mom was like, this is your last year, just finish it out.
Right. So see it through, man.
See it through. So I listened to my moms. I went out there, ended up having a great summer ball. A great fall camp.
Yeah.
Going into the first game, literally in the ones, and then literally like we played this team in Tennessee, and coach is like, oh, a freshman receiver is gonna start, and I'm just like,
what?
I'm like, bro, he don't even know the plays.
Right.
Like, how is that even practical?
Right.
Like, how is that even practical that all of a sudden that he's starting? And I'm just like, you know what? Like, I didn't even fuss about it. I was just like, all right, cool. Like, and at that moment, it was a defining moment because it's like, okay, well, what type of person are you gonna be? Like, are you gonna be that type of person that's like stubborn, or like saying like, oh, I'm the best person, or are you really gonna be a person of character?
Right.
You know, so I took the opportunity to be like, all right, I'm gonna support him.
Right.
You know, like the kid was nervous.
Be a good teammate.
Be a good teammate, exactly.
Yeah.
So he was nervous, and he was like, I don't think I deserve this, etc. And I just told him like,
no,
yeah. I was literally just telling him like, look, bro, like, you know, the light is on you, bro. Like, so you
better go crazy.
Yeah, you gotta go crazy. So, long story short, he ended up doing terrible. However, you know, he got to play his first college game. So,
right.
Long story short, ended up barely playing my senior year, bro. After all the work that I done. So again, like how Nip said again, like going through every emotion, bro. Like at that point, like I'm a senior, bro. I'm a senior. My whole family, everybody trying to come out there and watch me play, and I'm just like, it ain't even worth y'all coming out here. So
yeah, that shit not a good feeling, man.
It's not a good feeling, especially from being a starter, bro. Like I started my whole life,
and you know you good. Like if you're weak, I would be like, you know,
right.
I get it, but
exactly.
Like, I deserve to be like I made plays. I deserve to be on the field, like, exactly. But it's just.
Exactly. So
you know, not in your I don't even know. Not your decision.
It's not my decision.
But like you say, you could like I don't know, because like it be times like I don't like to look, like to learn from my past. But it be times like that, like damn, like shit I've turned up and like to show my passion. Because I think my junior year, I started one game, but we had a senior in front of me.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the coach was letting him start every game. But then he would just play the first series, and he wouldn't play the rest. He wouldn't play the rest of the game.
Right.
He played 4 plays sometimes.
Yeah.
And then me and then this other dude, we would be in a rotation. Mm-hmm. We would be playing a lot, but they would let him have the start every week. Yeah. You know, because he's a senior. And then I think the one game I did start, I was like my best game.
Right. Yeah.
I had the most tackles on the D line, like was going crazy, and like so it just showed like if you give me more time,
exactly.
I can produce.
Exactly.
But then, like you said, I was just like, man, I'm just trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to be a team player.
Yeah.
At this point, like, cause I didn't bust my butt all throughout my junior year. I'm a redshirt junior, so I didn't bust my butt for 4 years. I just happy I'm getting on the field.
Exactly.
I'm getting my name called on, on certain plays. So I was like, I'm not gonna be that guy. But sometimes like, damn, should I went in there and like raise hell? Like, nah, there's some like now y'all can see like statistically like what I can do if y'all let me get a chance.
Right.
And my D-line coach that year, he ended up leaving, going to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So, and I had a new D-line coach again my last year. He told me spring ball, he was like, there's no reason why you shouldn't be starting.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Just selling me a dream. Yeah.
Feeding the ego.
So spring ball I go crazy. I'm like, what? That's all I need to hear. Like, you tell me that? All right, bet. So spring ball go crazy, have a good game. Man, it's training camp. I'm third string.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, like I'm blindfold. I'm like, what? I ain't busting my butt. I'm over there like I just feel so betrayed. But I still went there, still did my thing.
Yeah.
And then like senior year barely played, bro. Because we switched the whole defense. I had Coach Moore came, had a whole new coach. New position coach again, whole new defense. We used to run 4-3, went to 3-4.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, new assignments and everything.
Yeah, and then halfway, like I ain't gonna lie, halfway I'm like, damn, if I ain't getting on the field now, how is the league gonna work?
Right, exactly.
But I'm just like, you know what? I wasn't ready to let it go.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, man, I'm gonna just keep going until they tell me I can't stop. Cause
it's hard to.
Yeah, it's hard to let go. And then I'm like, at this point, I'm taking one class like. I'm not prepared for life after
exactly.
that. I was in denial.
Exactly. I feel you on that.
I was in denial, and then I think even SC game, I don't think I played at all, barely. Yeah. My parents was out there, and we won. Yeah. I'm happy we won, but I'm like, I did nothing to contribute to this win. Exactly. So I'm happy, but I'm sad. Yeah. But I'm happy.
Yeah, I get you. I feel you. Because you won that crosstown rival, so you happy.
Yeah, and I'm just like, damn, I didn't contribute like nothing. Like,
yeah, I feel you.
Nothing, and my parents was there. You know, like I think senior day, I got some love. The last game, and then we played in the Pac-12 championship. I got a little love, but I don't know. I think my D coordinator at the time, like he would say something to me. He was fucking with me a little bit. I think he just felt bad, because like something like that, you know, he not to say nothing to me. Yeah. But he would just always be like talking to me like he was just always like cool for some reason. But I think he like knew like damn he could play
exactly.
But it ain't, you know, it's politics and
politics. I hate saying that. And obviously because I didn't go through that all the way up until my junior college career.
Right.
But sometimes it is politics, man. It is politics.
A lot of times, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why you got to pick, you know, pick your school wherever you go. Like my coach, he told me, he was like, man, pick a school where if shit didn't go right, you would still like be happy to be there.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's why I'm glad I did stay here, because I mean, like you, I was thinking about transferring. Yeah. My pops on me, but then I didn't know about going back to the junior college route, because I just like, damn, I just know, you know, you hear certain things, and I just know if I was mentally like that tough. Yeah, it's a lot, man.
It's different, boy.
It's different.
Last chance you is true. I live
it. It's tough, man. So I just was like, I'm gonna stay here. I'm comfortable.
I feel you.
Like shoot, they got food. I got a girl.
Man,
like,
you A1.
And then growing up, I always went to different schools, like because my parents wasn't married, so I was always going to different schools. Like I went to 2 different high schools, 2 middle schools. I went to different elementary school every year. So I was just tired of just starting over, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
And then honestly, it was my decision. That was my decision. End of the day, of what I wanted to do. You know, of course, you got people that's, you know, telling you this, telling you that, but then I knew what I didn't know, but I knew having a degree, period, was gonna set me up for life after, and then ultimately, you know, full circle.
Yes, sir.
It got me what I'm doing today with Ballers, because if I didn't go to UCLA, shit, we wouldn't be even doing this podcast. I'll be at work probably Ubering or something, doing something I ain't want to do, man, But I mean, it's all a learning lesson. I feel like how you said, like I feel how you said earlier, like I'm glad I went through it, because now I can kind of, you know, hopefully guide some other people in their decision.
That's the only reason I'm able to coach.
Yeah, able to coach. You know, tell them the things you went through. Exactly. Because everybody hear the stories about, oh, you know, I went there 3 years, 4 years, did my thing, got drafted, boom, you know, boom. But you know, not everybody get that chance, and even for you too, bro. Not everybody get a chance to even go to Arizona.
Exactly.
Go to Humboldt. You know what I'm saying? Even be on a pursuit, play football.
Exactly.
Because I'm sure you got kids, they don't even know, like, shoot, this your last time maybe ever playing football.
Yep.
Like, you about to go into a whole
different sector,
whole different sector. Yeah, and that real world is something different.
Especially after this COVID situation.
Man,
it's gonna be different.
For sure, different. For sure, different, man. Who's your team? NFL? Who's your NFL team?
I don't have an NFL team, man. I'm a fan of the game, bro. My girlfriend's a Seahawks fan.
Okay.
Her family's.
You been to a game?
Seahawks? Nah, we plan on going to.
Y'all gotta go. I heard it's lit. Let me know. I'm trying to go too.
I got you.
I ain't never been.
It's lit.
I heard it's crazy.
Yeah, 12 man for sure. So we're gonna pull up out there. She has a cousin that works for the Seahawks. So
okay. Even better.
He's a strength and conditioning coach too, so I'm excited.
Oh yeah, you gotta link up then.
Yeah, I'm trying to link up with him.
Get a little workout in the gym.
Exactly. So I don't have an NFL team. Like I said, LSU is my college team.
Got you.
All my
Why LSU though?
Bro, because all my family's from Louisiana.
Okay.
So I just at a young age, I'm a big Odell Beckham fan too.
Got you.
I remember going to camps with him. I used to go to all the LSU camps.
Oh, got you. You know he was good. He was
cold then.
Man,
I remember seeing him, Jarvis Landry, when I was a little bit older than them, but I still remember seeing him at the camps, because you know I have like the young kids, the younger camps, high school. So
right.
I don't know. LSU just always, you know.
Why didn't you go walk on there? Did you have opportunity or not?
To walk on?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I kept it 100 with myself.
Okay.
I don't think I was an SEC player.
I got you.
At all. So I was like, you know, I wasn't trying to go that far, to be honest. I liked the school.
I got you.
Athletic wise,
it's a whole different thing.
Exactly, it's a whole different.
What about going to like a HBCU? Did you ever think about that,
bro? To be honest, I kind of wish I would have.
Got you.
And I think this put it in perspective too. Is just like being ignorant about it.
Yeah.
Because like from a young age, all we saw was the SCs, the UCLAs, and not even really putting it in perspective as far as like, damn, if I don't go to a Pac-12 school or, you know, a Power 5 school, I'm not gonna go to the league.
Yeah.
When that's changing.
Right.
You know, and obviously I didn't really go on college trips. In my head, I just was like, I'm gonna go to, you know, a Pac-12 school. That was kind of like always what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish, because my brother, which who you know, Jeremy, he ended up going to HBCU, and I just hear all the stories. And
did you go visit him ever? Or?
I never got a chance to visit him because I was playing at the time.
It was hard.
It was hard. But I would hear all my friends, and a lot of kids from Westchester went to Tuskegee, Prairie View, A&M. So I would hear the stories, and I'll see like everything on Instagram. Like, dang, like
it looked lit.
And I'm just like, I'm not experiencing that at Humboldt. Right. You know, like Humboldt or even Arizona.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a different experience as far as like the black culture.
Yeah, that's what I'll say, cause like, I mean, like I'm from here too.
Yeah.
So like being from here, like, first of all, there's no HBCUs out here. Like it's only one in Cali, but it's a grad school. It ain't got no sports, but there's no HBCUs really like on the West Coast like that. So we don't know. Like it's almost like if I go there, like that's not a good look. Like you almost rather go to a junior college than go to a HBCU.
Exactly.
But you know, but like you said, I now as a grown man, I hear experience. I'm like, dang, like I don't ever second guess going to like where I went. But like, damn, that would have been a fun experience too, especially if I didn't get a chance to even go. My dad even says that like he almost wished like he went to HBCU instead of going to the service, but he didn't know about it. And my grandmother, she went to Alcorn, and she didn't even like tell him like, oh, you should go here, because everybody got different experience going to a black college. Because I think too, like people want you to go someplace, I guess, diverse, because the world is diverse. But I'm like, I always say now, like, of course, you know, going to these Power 5 schools, it has its, you know, pros and cons. Yeah. But going to a black college too now, especially with like, you know, Eddie Georges, he about to be head coach at Tennessee State.
Got prime time.
Deion Sanders coaching.
So it's changing for sure.
Yeah, if you got dudes like that coming back that are coaching, you know, that helps bring awareness to these programs. But they still need some help though, like just because my boy went to Morehouse. And he said, sure, his high school program was run better than that. So, you know, hopefully they just get the, you know, it's always, I feel like it's always the money. Yeah. With all these programs, hopefully they get the money together.
Yeah. Which I think they will.
Yeah,
I think
over time.
You know, at Jackson State, I think it's changing a little bit, and all it takes is, I think it'll happen more so on the basketball side first versus football, because I just think when it comes to basketball, it's just easier to, like, you know, be focused on. So I think once these top tier high school kids start going to these HBCUs, obviously the Power 5s, you know, if Bama recruiting you and you know you that guy, like, it's kind of hard to fight it, because
it's tough, man.
All the perks that come with it.
Right.
So I definitely understand that. But I think with the Eddie George move, that's a solid move, and I think, you know, they just continue to fulfill those spots to where you're getting, you know, top tier NFL coaches coming to these, you know, black colleges. Because at the end of the day, once, you know, Primetime gonna produce some NFL talent. Absolutely. You know, he already had one of the top recruiting classes as an HBCU. Yeah. You know, he was up there with Mississippi State. Yeah. So I definitely think it's shifting the culture for sure, and it's up to coaches like myself on the high school level to say, like, hey, like, think about it. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't, like I said, it wasn't even a thought to me. For me neither. I mean, I know, but I just didn't have any knowledge about it. You know, they got the Black College Expo, because I didn't go to that either. Yeah, I went to that. I got accepted on the spot to Tuskegee. Oh man. My mom like, oh yeah, why don't you go there? And I'm like, I'm looking at the football team. I'm like, Bro, my high school jerseys look better than theirs. Like,
right. That's what people be looking at, man.
I'm like, I ain't going there.
Kids be looking at that now. That's why I'm like, I'm happy UCLA switching to Jordan.
For real.
We need all the help we can get. Kids care about stuff like that.
They do.
But I hope some people like at least think about it. But my thing is like too. I was talking to somebody. They went to Grambling, but it's just tough. Like I mean, you got a ball wherever you go.
Yeah.
But some of these places, you know, Michigan's, you know, LSU, SC, UCLA. Even if you don't play a significant amount of time, you can still get a chance.
Just because of the name.
Yeah. When you go there, you could go crazy, and still they, you know. I mean, a scout is a scout.
Yeah.
That, you know, that's what their job is, but you know, it's still just tough. So they definitely need some more people to come and bring awareness and some better coaches.
Exactly.
Because that's what you said. It's all about development. You know, you said that earlier, and that's what I don't think when I was in college. We didn't have, you know, you had these coaches coming from the league, and I feel like all that, like when you get to the league, you whatever you done, you didn't. That's what we got you for.
Exactly.
So all they doing is giving you tips, tendencies, trying to help you play faster.
Exactly.
They don't know. Like I had some coaches that didn't know how to develop you and make you a better player. It's either you got it or you don't.
Exactly.
And that's cool. But some people still, you know, for me, because I switched position, I went from linebacker to D line, so. I needed extra coaching. I needed that fine tuning.
Exactly.
And we just, you know, I think my best coach, like I said, was my junior year, and he ended up going to Pitt, and then he coached Aaron Donald there.
Okay.
And you see how he doing.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, I was like you said, I was thinking about my 5th year, just thinking about because you know you could if you done with your credits, you could transfer.
Grad transfer.
You could do the grad transfer, but shit, my coach didn't even say like he ain't throw nothing out there at all. Because I would have maybe thought about it, like, you know what, if he would have reached out. Because I was thinking, I had some of my teammates, they had other coaches, you know, seeing, like, if everything was cool, if they was happy where they was at. But I didn't have none of that.
Yeah.
Shoot, no coaches hit me up. So I was like, I'm staying right here where I know, where I'm winning. I'm winning a little bit. And then, but I mean, every spring ball, every year I prove myself just to even get on the field. Like, not even to start.
But I definitely think that those situations mold you, man, because nothing in life is guaranteed. And I think if you just continue to work hard, like, everything, again, just come full circle. It's crazy, bro. Like, it really just come full circle. And
always, bro.
That's just part of life. And I think the ones who stick with it and grind through it, you pick up lessons. Okay, like, I probably could have done that better, but I still was able to push through.
Gotcha.
And I definitely think that family and faith is definitely, you know, important. You know, I definitely got to shout out my girlfriend, because full circle won't be what it is without her.
Man,
a lot of underlying stuff that she helped me with, like my side of it, I just want to coach.
Man,
she handled like everything from as far as like the marketing to, you know, setting up the subscriptions that we need for the online. Like, I hate doing stuff like that. So on my end, I just want to coach, but I'm learning to, you know, do the stuff just to help her out too.
How pivotal is that? Like, to have like that good woman in your life, like,
man,
to get you to that you know, to that next level.
Bro, honestly, it's everything, because you know, at the end of the day, like, man, we babies,
right?
Like, we need that security. So I definitely think a good woman is able to break barriers and push you more. Aside from your mom, because obviously, you know, my mom is my number one fan.
Right.
But obviously, my girlfriend is my number one fan too. So I definitely think just, you know, her backbone is strengthening my backbone, and I definitely think that's the only way that you can persevere or go through something. Because at the end of the day, when you're going through something, like, the next person that you lean on aside from your mom is your girl.
Facts.
And if she, you know, iffy, that's not a good thing.
It's tough, man. Or she ain't supportive, or
she
negative, you know, like, what you doing? What, full circle?
Exactly.
Fuck all that shit. What you doing this for?
Exactly,
like, man, trying, you know, like, that's important, man. And like you said, family too, because sometimes family don't get it. Like, they, you know, you got a goal. You got what you going through, and you know, family don't get it, friends don't get it.
Exactly.
And you know, it's hard. It's hard. I'm learning that too. It's hard to, like, you know, cut off some, you know, maybe like just dissing yourself. Maybe that cut off, but just distance. Like, I'm on this journey. And if you ain't getting it, then
that's
I gotta keep it moving. You know?
We just had that. My girl just had that conversation the other day, I believe. Just when it comes to like what you trying to grow, like I'm really big on trying to create this generational wealth, bro. Like
right.
I just got, if I gotta make the sacrifice for our kids and our kids' kids to see like the growth of it, then like that's just what it's gonna be. And obviously, like, you know, we have arguments about it because I'm so locked in on trying to create that, and sometimes I do know I need to put in perspective that, okay, like she mattered too. Like I gotta be, what she say, more intuitive. That's what she tell me all the time. Like I'll be like, all right, I get you.
What's that mean? What does that mean,
bro? She just be like, she always be
more
like,
in tune with your emotions or
her
emotions
with hers. You feel me?
It's
like,
tough though.
It is tough.
Because we men and
exactly, bro.
And they not men.
Bro, I tell all the time, like, and my pastor say this all the time, like, bro, women know how to multitask.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like I be on a game and she literally be trying to hop on my lap. I'm like, I'm about to miss this field goal because she's trying to hop on my lap. Like, let me stay locked in.
Man.
But also, when we have the conversation, obviously, we try to keep things transparent. And obviously, like, yes, I definitely do understand that I need to make sure that she feels secure, too. Which, I don't think she doesn't think that. But obviously, you know, when we have one thing on our mind and that one goal, we want to reach it, by any means.
Yes.
So, I think it's just, you know, it's been 9 months. So, we actually went out to protest.
That's what's up.
Yeah, bro. We actually
not the hinge.
Nah. I was in the DMs though. I was in the DMs. Okay. I tell all the time I need an SB because I made the best play ever, bro.
Man,
I made the best play ever, but I ended up DMing.
Ain't no wrong with a DMer too.
Nah, it's not, bro. DM. I mean, especially it was over COVID. I mean, we couldn't go.
Especially if y'all seen each other, you know, maybe something happened. I didn't get a chance to go all the way, so I'm just finishing what I started.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with a DM if you're respectful. That's the biggest thing, fellas. If you're gonna DM, be respectful.
True.
Don't just be like, "Hey, shawty," you feel me?
True.
You know,
depends where you going though.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If you see it as that, respectful. But if you're just trying to go crazy, or you trying to go up, let her know that ahead of time so she know. Don't be lying. You know what I'm saying? You be lying. Trying to be respectful, but you really want to go up.
Keep it 100. But I was in the DMs, bro. It was over COVID. I was in the DMs. And then I shot my shot. Yeah. And then she actually posted this protest. No protest.
Oh.
So then she was not giving me no play.
Dang.
Like she would reply or whatever. I tried to take her out like on the beach day because it was still, yeah, which is cool. I respect it.
Yeah,
that just made me go 10 times harder.
Yeah.
So from there, obviously, she posted a street cleaning that one of the homegirls I did. So I saw it, and then I just was like, I wasn't going.
Yeah.
Until I saw that. I was just like, oh dang, like I'm playing it off. I'm like, oh, you gonna be there? I was like, that's crazy. I'm gonna bring some of my athletes, and then like maybe I'll see you there.
Right.
So she like, cool. So then like I literally canceled all my training sessions that day. I'm like, training's done. Take the day off. And then I actually brought some of my athletes with me. And one of my coworkers, because he lives in Thousand Oaks. Shout out to Trevor. He coaches at the Thousand Oaks Sports Academy. Yeah.
Got you.
So I kind of invited him over because like he didn't really know what was going on as far as like why we protested.
Oh, so it was a good teacher moment.
Him and I built a relationship in Texas because that's where we did the NFL Combine now when I was gone.
Gotcha.
So we got close, and then we was always just have conversations because our days would end early, and then we'll just be transparent, and then he's just like, I don't know, like why do you feel this way? Like why?
Where was he from?
He's from Thousand Oaks.
He's born and raised in Thousand Oaks.
Born and raised in Thousand Oaks. So he's a solid guy though.
Yeah.
But
you don't really see that type of stuff.
You don't.
In Cali too much. I mean, it's racism everywhere, of course, but it's not like so like in your face. You know what I'm saying?
And I think over COVID, with everything that happened, it was in everybody's face.
Yeah.
So then obviously conversations was starting to spark. Obviously I was posting about protesting and obviously Black Lives Matter and things like that. So he would just be eager to learn, which I think most people should be eager to learn.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, like he asked me like why are you why me specifically, why are you fighting so hard, or why are you going to this protest? And I told him like, bro, like my grandfather had the opportunity to walk with Martin Luther King. So I just told him, I was like, dude, my grandpa was everything to me, and this is an opportunity for me to
carry that tradition.
Carry the tradition, but also feel what he felt. Like literally, as we was going through the protest, like I felt his spirit, and that was like
that's crazy.
A crazy feeling to feel. But also too, is just I didn't want to miss that opportunity.
at all.
You know, I didn't want to miss the opportunity to, you know, go out with amongst my people and protest for a cause. Because at the end of the day, like I said, like a lot of people follow me, a lot of young kids follow me, so I want to spark that conversation with me too. So I had some of my white kids come out, and they got to experience it too. Like, like, damn, this is where Coach Cash is from, but he a solid dude. Like, you know. And then also Trevor was able to come, so he actually got to see like what our culture, like what it meant to be black, as far as like why we so passionate and why we love ourselves so much and why we fight so hard. I was talking about my girlfriend and we started talking about,
I know, it's all good.
Black Lives Matters, but
man.
Yeah, my bad.
No, it's all good.
My bad.
That's important too, though. Like I mean, even stuff going on right now, like, you know, you saying earlier, like before we got on camera, George Floyd, you know, what's going on right now. Buddy just, I forgot his name. He just got shot with the girl that thought she was grabbing a taser.
Right, yeah, crazy.
And like, it's just crazy, bro. It's just a crazy time. I just pray like stuff get better, you know, more than worse. But you know, especially in our lifetime, hope in our kids, you know, grandkids, man. But I mean, it's good that you took Trevor with you and your kids and like try to educate them a little bit. Cause that's the problem. Like people, I feel like now people just go through things and they just do stuff and they don't say how they feel and they don't speak on it, they don't communicate, and they just let some people just go around just being ignorant and don't say nothing because they scared of, you know, putting them on blast or how they gonna react or what they gonna think. And it's like, man, you gotta call people out on they bullshit. And then also you gotta be able to, somebody call you out and criticize you, you gotta be able to take what they say too, because that's what I'm working on. Not everybody think like me. Not everybody think like you. Not everybody is motivated as you, is passionate.
Exactly.
Everybody got different things, and you know, now, you know, that's people got mental health issues. People got anxiety. They got all type of things going on deep down inside, and it's tough for them to understand because they battling so many demons themselves. So man, I commend you for like, you know, doing that, because not a lot of people, you know, they want to fight the fight, but they ain't doing nothing about it. Yeah, man. So like, where do you see like Full Circle going? Like in a whole, like where do you see it like going in the future?
Man, Full Circle, to be honest, I mean, the biggest goal I think now is obviously, you know, to have my own facility. But the end goal is, me and my girlfriend, we want to make it into a management company.
Okay.
We basically think that, you know, representation, not that there's not good management companies, there's great management agency companies, but as an athlete and as a coach dealing with the agents, I see like how they can help, how they don't help athletes, especially like black athletes.
Right.
You know, some represent them right, and then there's others that don't. So I just feel that like I could kind of bridge that gap and really mean well for the athletes that we potentially will represent. So the end goal is to have our own agency and our own sports management company. And then from there, you know, we'll see where everything falls from there. But that's kind of like the end goal, because I don't want to coach forever. You know, I can't be 40 years old talking about, you know, 40-yard dash. You feel me? I gotta see the bigger picture. You feel me? So the bigger picture is obviously, you know, to own our own management and sports agency company, so we can represent, you know, my girlfriend's someone, so, you know, all the Polynesian culture. Shout out to the Heist family.
Man.
We definitely want to represent our own people in the right way, because nobody knows our culture besides us.
You
know, so we definitely want to represent, you know, the black and the Polynesian culture with our sports agency and our sports, you know, management company. That's kind of like the end goal right now.
That's what's up, bro. Well, shoot, man, good luck with everything, man. Any way I can help out, man, you know what I'm saying, let me know, bro, because I'm all about, shoot, helping my people, everybody else, man. And, you know, we fam because of the
yes, sir,
the gym. So anyway, bro, let people know where they can find you at on social media and all that as well, too.
Oh yeah, bro. So I got 2 Instagrams. The Full Circle page is Full Circle LA. Full Circle Athletics LA, that's on Instagram, and I'm Coach Cash. That's also my Instagram handle. And yeah, man, definitely appreciate the opportunity. definitely want to do some outreach stuff with you as well.
Absolutely.
So I know obviously COVID and things like that, but I definitely want to get out there because I know you mentor a lot of kids. So
yeah, man.
Just let me know where I'm needed. Yep.
Yeah, for sure, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. It's another episode. I'm supposed to be here. Got my boy Cash in the building, man. Please like, please subscribe. Man, have a good, blessed month, week, day, all that, man. We'll holler at you.
Yes, sir.
Peace.